pay a tax called the Coco Levy. This fund was supposed to support farmer development, better technology, livelihood programs, and industry growth.
But instead of going to the farmers, the money was used to create and control private corporations. This scandal took place during the Marcos administration, led by businessman and Marcos ally Eduardo Huangco Jr., involving agencies like Philippine Coconut Authority and United Coconut Planters Bank.
For decades, farming was fought legal battles to reclaim what was rightfully theirs. Until today, questions about who owns the living assets and how they should be used still remain.
The funds were intended for benefit of coconut farmers and the industry, but the evidence suggests they were diverted for personal gain, enriching a few instead of the many. The scandal is considered a case of corruption and mismanagement, with the original purpose of modernizing the industry undermined. The levy funds were collected through a state-imposed tax, but the government failed to fulfill fiduciary duty to manage them transparently and for the intended beneficiaries. Despite the burden of the levy farmer received a little known benefit from the funds, with some only receiving a fraction of their entitlement, further highlighting the exploitation.
For decades, there was a significant lack of transparency in how the funds were managed, making it difficult to track their flow and accountability. The fund suffered from poor financial stewardship, leading to a large amount of lost potential value. The assets, including billions of pesos worth of shares in companies like San Miguel Corporation, were eventually sequestered by the government in the aftermath of the EDSA revolution. This leads to a long legal struggle to determine ownership and the right to use the funds. After years of litigation, the Supreme Court affirmed that some assets were owned by the government in trust of the farmers. However, the process of distributing the funds has been slow and complex. In 2021, the government enacted the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act RA 11524 to create a long-term fund from the recovered assets, aiming to modernize the industry and provide benefits to farmers through a more transparent and accountable system. The Coco Levy Fund scandal shows the importance of strong financial management. Transparent accounting, regular audits, and clear record prevent misuse of funds, while effective risk management protects stakeholders from unsafe investments. Ethical governance and independent oversight ensure decisions are fair and serve the public good. Together, these practices could have prevented the diversion of funds and protected the interests of the coconut farmer.
Coco Levy scandal showed that future businesses practices must prioritize transparency, regular independent audits, and the avoidance of conflict of interest. Leaders should protect stakeholders, especially those who provide the resources, and ensure decisions are fair and responsible growth. Strong accountability and ethical decision-making are essential to prevent corruption and to make sure funds are used for their purposes. Learning about this scandal makes me realize how power and greed can override social responsibility. It is not enough to simplify manage non-efficiency. The intention behind financialization matters. Future professionals, whether in finance, government, or business, we have the duty to uphold public trust. Risk management like this should motivate us to advocate for ethical, transparent, and social responsible practices in all areas in financial management. The Coco Levy Fund mismanagement is more than just a historical scandal. It is a reminder of the importance of ethics, accountability, and transparency in managing collective resources. By learning from the mistake of past, we can contribute to a society where funds meant for public good truly serve the people and help communities thrive.